sa pambansang libangan ng bayan. Laro'y sinasa puso at inaaaliwan na para bang digmaan ang laban. Manalo, matalo, walang kontra. Depensa, opensa, bilog ang bola. Opensa, bilog ang bola.
Mabuhay Pilipinas mula sa Smart Araneta Coliseum in Cubao, Quezon City. Doubleheader na naman ang aming hinatid sa inyo today, PBA Wednesday. And the second game coming up shortly, San Miguel Beermen against the Kia Sorrentos. And this game should be a good one. Itong mga Kia Sorrentos to, baka bumiyahe para panoorin si Coach Manny Pacquiao lumaban. Gusto nila ng one for the road, one win before they go on that trip. San Miguel naman gusto pabaon sa kanila, isang talo na naman. My name is Charlie Cuna together with Coach Ryan Gregorio. One for the road.
Very important game para rito sa Kia because we all know the format of this tournament. If you end up at the number 11 and 12 places, you're automatically out. But more than that, of course, they want to put an end on their 6-game losing streak.
Tama yun. Look at the standings. Itong si Coach Glenn Capasio handling the team right now. At the bottom almost, so just at 11th out of 12. Itong San Miguel naman, just half a game behind the Alaska Aces who lost earlier today kontra sa Barako Energy.
That was a big surprise, of course. If you take a look at the number of wins of Alaska prior to that game, feeling natin nanalo sila. Pero still, itong San Miguel, things are open for them to occupy that number 1 slot if they keep on winning.
Yun ito, San Miguel Beermen playing very well sa komperensyang ito so far, led by the two guys on that front line. Double trouble para sa mga kalaban. The past 2 MVPs in the PBA, Junmar Fajardo and Arwin Santos. Junmar, monster numbers, Coach Ryan, but Arwin Santos is just a more focused player this conference.
Arwin is the number 1 scorer in the league, averaging 17.5 points per ball game. In the game against Ginebra, they combined with 43 points and 24 rebounds, or 54% of their total output of 79.
Kaya nga, ang ganda na pinakikita nitong dalawang mamang ito. Arwin, before they used to say he was just relaxing on offense. Ngayon, he makes things happen on both ends of the floor. So frontline nila, well covered na talaga yan for San Miguel Beer. Pero ang backcourt naman nila, there's one guy they're waiting to really explode and be more consistent. It's been a seesaw performance for Marshall Laffiter. In all the games na odd number, yung first, third, and fifth games nila, ang ganda na output niya. Pero nung second and fourth games nila, ang baba compared to those 3 other games.
3 points per game on an 8.27% field goal shooting on those even number games. But in the odd games, yun na nga, 18.3 points per ball game and 41% from the field. So if the trend continues, we expect another explosion from Marcio Lassiter.
That's right. So tingnan natin kung yun ang magiging trend sa larong ito. Marcio Laffiter, that would be a welcome addition para rito kay Coach Leo Austria na pumutok mula sa labas si Marcio Lassiter. He'll be going up against the backcourt of the Kia Sorrentos. Leading that backcourt is a guy who finally had another good game noong huling laro nila. That's Eli Revilla. Alam naman natin, nung opening day kontra sa Blackwater, he was the best player of that game. Ang ganda na pinakita niya. Last ball game out, 21 points and stats across the board.
That is right. 35 minutes of action. It was actually 8 out of 12, or 67% from the field. His best game thus far, of course, you've mentioned it, when 52,000 Filipinos were watching during their game against Blackwater. But in the next 4 games, he only averaged 5.2 points per game. So definitely a good barometer in terms of number of points scored para rito sa Kia is LA Revilla.
So let's see if we can match up against that backcourt ng San Miguel Beermen. Alam naman natin, stacked rin ang backcourt ng Beermen. He'll have help up front. Top scorer para sa Kia Sorrento so far in all their ball games has been Real Cervantes. He's averaging 15 points a ball game. He's number 9 in the league overall. So pretty consistent as far as scoring is concerned, Coach Ryan Gregorio. Actually, most of the time, kailangan na niya ng help.
He's not only the leading scorer here for this team, is actually the guy who takes the most number of shots. With this guy, of course, ang mentality niya, since they're having a hard time scoring, they're dead last in terms of points scored. He has to take the scoring cudgels, but he's not shooting that well. He's only averaging 40% from the 2-point area in a measly 15% from the 3. So kailangan mapaganda pa yung shot selection itong si Reed.
Joel Cervantes, a better shot selection ang hinahanap ni Coach Ryan Gregorio. But Kia Sorrento, there have been some changes in their lineup. Ikikwento sa atin ngayon ng ating kasama at courtside, Miss Erica Padilla.
With just one win today, Kia management decided to make some changes in their current lineup para daw ma-accommodate ang ibang posibleng kombinasyon na maaaring makatulong sa kanilang susunod na laro. Kenneth Ighalo, Mike Bircher, Jopeth Custodio, Jonathan Pareño, Eric Sungitan, yan ang mga pangalang mas makikita natin on the floor. In the words of Coach Glenn Capasio, they are the ones who deserve a break. Meanwhile, Hans Tiele, Rudy Lenganay, Chad Alonzo, Alvin Padilla, Chito Jaime, yan naman ang mga pangalang mapupunta sa reserve list. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Erica. Well, Coach Ryan, you see the changes, no, yung mga natanggal sa lineup, at least for this ball game, were a big part of the Kia attack.
That's a very tough call for Coach Glenn Capasio because his team is actually languishing in the cellar in points scored per ball game. And you take away Hans Tiele. The number 2 scoring guy here in this team was averaging 9.4 points per ball game. Rudy Lenganay 7.8, Alvin Padilla 7.1, or a total of 24.3 points per game or 33% of their total output. It's just really mind-boggling, but of course, they know more things than us. As far as we are concerned, we're just here really to just comment and commentate this particular ball game. And for Kia, they are definitely looking for a better combination.
So, tingnan natin if this combination works for Coach Glenn Capasio and his Kia Sorrentos. Magbe-break muna kami. Pagbalik, bakbakan na.